It's been over 2 years since Suzuki first launched the S-Cross crossover in India, though it's been 4 years since this generation first arrived in Europe. So definitely time for a facelift, and reacting to feedback that the S-Cross just wasn't butch enough, Suzuki has gone full on SUV in styling terms.
Now, one of the big complaints that a lot of customers had in the past with the S-Cross was the fact that it just didn't look exciting enough. This one does. It looks a lot more in your face, a lot more aggressive, exactly the kind of look this segment needs. The big difference, the new grille, the new front end. You get this 10-slat vertical chrome festoon grille with a lot of chrome on the top, a lot of chrome on the bottom, a good use of chrome in fact on the car. And you get the new headlamps. Now, the outline might be similar to the older car, but they are a slightly larger set and you do get a lot more tech. In particular, you get LED projector headlamps inside, and you get a set of LED DRLs which are much brighter and much more sort of bedazzled, if you can use that term.
You also get a new bonnet, a set of diamond-cut two-tone 16-inch alloy wheels, and new LED tail lamps.
Now, just like with the exterior, the interior of the new S-Cross has gone through a major sort of nip and tuck as well. The design seems very familiar. You've got the gloss black and the silver brushed finish, which you find in a lot of other Maruti Suzuki cars, but the quality of the materials and the fit and finish of everything is much better, and it feels like a much more premium product. It feels like an expensive car because you now get a soft touch dashboard that gives it the almost leather-like feel, and the same sort of high quality leather extends to the seats as well.
Like before, the S-Cross also gets Maruti's tried and tested touchscreen infotainment setup with inbuilt navigation, but it now supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Other features include cruise control and rain sensing automatic wipers. The rear seats recline slightly and are spacious, but the lack of rear AC vents is a big miss in this day and age, and in this segment, especially considering Indian climatic conditions.
There are of course some downsides to the new facelift. To begin with, no 1.6 litre DDIS anymore. The DDIS 320, as it was known, has been discontinued, as honestly the demand wasn't that high. So you only get the 1.3 litre DDIS 200 engine now with the S-Cross. Now it still also gets the 5-speed manual gearbox, and Maruti says that AMTs aren't really on the cards for the S-Cross because, well, they feel this segment doesn't really want one. Now we disagree. We think the AMT gearbox in the S-Cross would have been the absolute perfect match, because this segment of audience, this segment of buyer is really looking for something easier to drive, considering the fact the car's already a little big to begin with.
The S-Cross also gets the SHVS mild hybrid system like the Ciaz, which has made it more fuel efficient and less harmful to the environment. The updated S-Cross gets slightly larger tires on those 16-inch wheels that help with handling, although there is still a slight hint of understeer. Ride quality, on the other hand, is just perfect for Indian roads, with adequate bump soaking abilities without being too stiff. The S-Cross also gets disc brakes all around and ABS as standard on all variants, which means it does stop really well. But as it also gets brake energy regeneration, the feedback from the brake pedal does take some getting used to. Our verdict on the S-Cross is pretty much straightforward. The urban crossover has gone a bit rugged and butch, and it is fair to point out that the facelift looks considerably better in the flesh than in pictures.